to today's What You Need to Know for today. It is Tuesday. It's going to be October 2024. Let's go ahead and get into our top stories for today. In an update to a story we first broke here yesterday over in O'Neill, St. Mary's Catholic Schools announced on Monday that the high school and grade school buildings have been compromised by the early morning explosion that rocked the town. The schools are waiting for structural engineers to assess the damage to the building and what steps they will need to take moving forward before they can reopen the school. No school is planned for either of the schools for the rest of the week, and officials are evaluating alternative locations to hold classes if that becomes necessary. Damage was also reported to the hospital. And the Nebraska Attorney General and Secretary of State have announced that nearly 100,000 both medical marijuana petitions gathered by the Nebraskans for medical marijuana are now under scrutiny. The office also noted that another 7 circulators have been submitted signatures with an abnormally high rejection rate of above 50%. Secretary Evans said that most of the signatures submitted in the final 2 weeks before they were due at the Secretary of Office. A total of 202 signatures have been considered invalid, with evidence significant enough to merit charges. It's unclear if circulators and notaries suspected of malfeasance and fraud will be charged. The investigation stems from one man charged with fraud in Grand Island. And the University of Nebraska at Omaha this morning opened up enrollment for its new Bachelor of Science in Artificial Intelligence. The first of its kind program in Nebraska is one of only a few in the Midwest, and it's designed to give students a competitive advantage in the new and rapidly expanding field of artificial intelligence. Students who major in this program will be able to develop, and create technology that uses artificial intelligence. And the Local4 blood drive is today, and there are still spots open in Grand Island as well as Kearney. The American Red Cross needs your help because roughly only 3% of the population donates blood, and donations have decreased since the pandemic. Drives are open from noon to 6 p.m., and you can sign up by visiting redcrossblood.org. Make sure to use the code KSNB Local4. All donors will receive a $10 Amazon gift card as well as a t-shirt. Turning towards our forecast, here's what we've got this morning. A little bit warmer than it was yesterday morning. Temperatures already in the 50s. We're going to be in the barely in the 80s, with everybody maxing out somewhere in the low 80s, maybe even high 70s depending on where you are tonight. Temperatures cooling off into the 60s, 50s, maybe even 40s and 30s depending on where you are yet again. We're seeing these wide swaths of temperature variations this time of year just because it's abnormal we get this much heat. We have clear skies, no moisture in our atmosphere that allows us to bank up lots of heat during the day, but then of course we cool off overnight because there's nothing to keep that heat in our atmosphere. So we'll see these wide varieties of temperatures depending on where you are, but hopefully fall temperatures are going to become more standard as we continue on towards the end of the week. We're noting 65 on Sunday is the high and 62 on Monday is the high. Hopefully fall is finally going to be here to stay. That is going to do it for me. Thank you for tuning in to Local4's 4 Things You Need to Know to Start Off Your Day. I'm Ian Mason, and of course you can watch us right here at 11:30, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock tonight for the latest news. Until then, have a great day.